Hey everyone, Anime Speech here, and today we'll do something different. We're gonna discuss potential future power-ups for every Straw Hat individually. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like to the video if you liked it, and share it with your friends. Okay, we're gonna pick up the Straw Hats one by one in the opposite order they joined the crew and say a few words about them. This list won't include Jinbe, since I don't believe there will be a significant power-up going forward with the story. And also, this list won't include potential future Straw Hats after Wano like Yamato or Carrot. With all that out of the way, let's start with Brook. Okay, with Brook after Wano, I believe he should be at least as powerful as a Red Scabbard. He should be able to use Armament Haki and Ryuo, awaken his Devil Fruit if it's not already awakened, and get more ice-based slash attacks. His awakening could be manipulating the environment around him, and all souls that's in that environment, he could manipulate them freely. Something kind of like what Big Mom does with her homies, but to a smaller scale. Moving on, we have Cyborg Frankie, and to be honest, with Frankie I believe it's gonna be the easiest one. Frankie will be the Diamond Jozu of the Straw Hat crew, that's what I believe. The things he could do to improve in being a tank, which is what Frankie is best at, if you look at all of his fights, he could implant Sea Prism Stone inside his armor, so he could deal with tricky Devil Fruit users, or he could unlock Armament Haki and do the full body version like Virgo did, or both of them, it could be both of them too. Next up is Nico Robin, and with Robin, the perfect abilities he can unlock in my opinion is either Armament Haki or Tekai, cause they kind of work the same way. It's a perfect fit for her clone fruit, cause it is the perfect fruit to fight versus a lot of people in close range. Moving along, I believe she should improve her wings ability to be able to fly consistent in the air and having fights mid-air. She could be able to create a giant clone of herself, like a full body clone, but I don't believe she will be able to fight in that clone. It will be more of a surprise move to scare enemies, not a form she can fight with it. And sorry folks, but I don't believe she will awaken her Devil Fruit. I believe awakening is so late in the story, and that's the reason I don't believe that many characters are gonna awaken their fruit. Luffy maybe awaken it, but that's it. I don't believe any more of the Straw Hats will have awakened Devil Fruits. Believe it or not, but I have high hopes for Endgame Chopper. He should be able to use Monster Point more frequently and for longer periods of time. First stage of armament and observation haki is something Chopper should have. And I believe that's about it. I don't believe anything groundbreaking or new is gonna come to the move pool of Chopper. He should improve on what he already has, and I think he will be remembered for his Monster Point, and his endgame bounty is gonna be very large in comparison to what it was, the joke it was with 50 berries in the startup. Next up on the list is our cook Sanji, and Sanji got a recent power up with the raid suit of Stealth Black in Wano. It gave him insane durability and the hacks ability to become invisible. But aside of all of that, I'll try to predict more power-ups for Sanji to come in the near future. I think he should be able to use Future Sight the same way Luffy is doing as Wano progresses. I think this is the case because it was clear that he dodged Katakuri's Jelly Bean, which I believe foreshadowed that Sanji might be able to use Future Sight in the future, or he was already maybe he could tap a little bit to it or something to that nature, but we'll have to wait and see. Future Sight, as I was saying, is something Sanji should have. Also, Advanced Armament Haki is something Sanji should have. Ryuo, as they call it in Wano. And why I say that? I believe Zoro, Sanji and Luffy are gonna be using Ryuo until the end of the story. They're gonna be something like Ben Beckman, Marco, and I believe all of these characters can use Ryuo, and that's why even admirals are scared of these guys. Next is God to Ushop, and God to Ushop needs to have a pointy end on the other side of his Kabuto slingshot. And why I say that? I think Ushop should not be very powerful close range, but he should have something to defend himself in later wars, even when they gang up on him in close range. That's one thing. The other thing is that Ushop should be the god of observation haki. Not in a Future Sight kind of way, but more in he should be able to pinpoint the enemy's location, how many numbers they have, and their power levels, essentially. But he needs to be a god at this. His radius for his observation haki should be like, I don't know, half an island or even an island. That's how I see Ushop being in Endgame. Okay, I don't see Nami ever using haki or gaining any devil fruit powers. However, I see her after Big Mom is defeated to be able to use both Zeus and Prometheus. Ushop might even upgrade her climb attack, and she will be like a glass cannon character. She will be able to perform very big and strong feats, but won't be very strong individually. That's how I see Nami endgame. With her potentially also being able to even control the weather. Okay, with Zoro we have a few things to talk about. Zoro should be able to use the advanced version of armament haki, like Luffy is doing, Ryuo. He also needs to make a black blade. Everyone is foreshadowing that Zoro should make Enma his black blade. I say otherwise. I think Zoro should focus on making Wado Ichimonchi his first black blade. If that happens, then I'll buy that he might even make all three of his swords into black blades, and that's why Enma was foreshadowed to become a black blade. Zoro should also master the power up of Enma to an extent even greater than Oden. And last but not least, Zoro is gonna be a swordsman that stands above all other swordsmen, so it is only natural for him to unlock Conqueror's Heights. And last, for our captain Monkey D. Luffy, there are gonna be a lot of power-ups, so let's start. First, he needs to master Ryuo, or else Advanced Armament Haki. He can use it now in the rooftop, but I don't believe he already has mastered it. Moving on, he is already proficient in Future Sight, and the only thing from the Haki skill tree, if you want to call it that way, is to unlock Advanced Conqueror's Haki. That is something that I believe it will be in the story, since advanced armament and observation has already been introduced, and I believe that characters like Shanks and Gold Roger were characters that could use the advanced version of Conqueror's Haki. Moving on, one last big thing that Luffy is gonna unlock is his awakening, and if we go by the book, Paramecia Devil Fruits work like everything Luffy is touching is gonna be turned into rubber, or something like rubber. To get all of these power-ups in one ultimate form, that is gonna be Luffy Endgame, when he combines all of the things that we talked right now for Luffy, that's gonna be his gear 5th. That's what I truly believe, and it's going to be his final form in the story, and something that he uses like as a last resort. And that's it for today's video. Don't forget to write down in the comments your opinions on what kind of power-ups do you believe the Straw Hats will have in the endgame. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, it will help me a lot. Until next time, peace.